Hello everyone, and welcome to the English Teacher's Guide to the updated version of the IGCSE Cambridge exam, how to answer the summary question. Now this will be in action from this summer 2015 onwards. Okay, so here's some information about the structure of the exam paper. It's for the extended paper, it's 40% of the total grade, as is the core paper. This is 2 hours in length as opposed to 1 hour 45 for the core. You get 2 extracts. I recommend you take about 10 to 15 minutes to read each one, but do read the questions first so you know what you're looking for. There are 3 questions to answer in this exam paper for extended. Each one take roughly about half an hour to complete it. 1 is your empathy response. Read article number 1. You'll be asked to write either a letter, a speech, words to an interview, a diary. You will be asked to pretend to be one of the characters and use the information from the text. 2. The analysing language question. Read the article 1 again, but this time you have to explore the effect of 8 powerful words or phrases from 2 paragraphs. So you need 4 words or phrases from each. Basically use simple PE paragraphs. Now both of those have already been covered in videos earlier, which you will find on the website. And finally, the summary question, which we're looking at today. This one you'll use the second extract. You're asked to locate 15 points and then convert them into the summary using complex sentences. This is different from the original because there were 2 extracts you were asked to look at before, and you weren't getting marks before for your notes. So, as a quick task for you then to see how much you remember from your own revision, what's the method you are required to use to achieve perfect marks for the summary question? Write down what you think you should do, and as soon as you've done that, press play again on this video. Okay, so this is how to structure the summary question. 1. Just like any question in any exam paper, read the question carefully, making sure to underline key parts of the question. Read it more than once so you know exactly what you need to do. The IGCSE paper, there's plenty of time, so if you're making mistakes because you're rushing or you're being silly. Secondly, begin to read the extract and make sure you're highlighting the information that's required. You require 15 points in total for the first section, and each point you raise is worth a mark. When you finish that, you need to make sure when you've highlighted your 15 or more, you write down your answers in the bullet point section. Now, something to note here. This doesn't need to be in your own words. However, it will make the summary writing easier if you begin to convert the points into your own words. But again, you can now, in the updated version, write it in your own words or use the words from the text. Proofread those notes to ensure that you've not repeated a point or made a mistake, so you're happy that you've got your 15 out of 15 so far. Then we move on to the second part of the task, which is the summary writing. You now want to convert your notes into the summary using full sentences. To help you be as concise as possible, or as short as possible, because remember you've only got about 250 to 300 words for this, you want to group similar ideas together in the same sentence, complex sentences. Finally, when you finish writing your summary, proofread it to make sure you're happy with your answer. Then hopefully you've got 20 out of 20. Remember that when writing your summary, you should never include examples, so there should be no quotations. You shouldn't be repeating anything or using direct speech or metaphors, just simple facts. The summary question is all about simple facts. Remember, if your answer as well is longer than 250 words to 300 words, they can potentially give you 0 out of 5 for the writing. Okay, so make sure you got that noted down. Let's move on. Alright, so let's look at a question you can expect to see. I've already underlined the key parts of this question. So read carefully passage B, walking, and then answer questions 3A, which is the notes, and B, which is the writing. Answer the question in the order set. What are the benefits of walking? What is the advice given to improve fitness according to passage B? So notice I'm looking for the benefits and the advice to improve fitness, all of which is underlined. Write your answer using short notes. You do not need to use your own words, as you can see. Let's have a look at the extract. I've already highlighted what I need, so you can see to get an idea of how you could highlight the work as well. I'm not necessarily going to read through this in detail for you because you can see what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to pick out the information. You can see the first paragraph. There's nothing there that I need, which is either advice or, as you can see, benefits. But here, second paragraph, there's plenty on benefits. So we've got strengthens heart, reduces risk of heart attack, improves circulation, tones muscles and bones, reduces fat and cholesterol, helps with your weight loss, helps to burn calories. I could have had there as well, but I've not highlighted that. It helps to boost your mental performance and contributes to mental health, manage stress, reduce anxiety, time out. You can see I'm only using what I need, nothing else. Then the second part of the article, got a help. I need to get fit does require discipline, dedication, and you need to. This is where my advice now starts. Organise your week. Get up an hour earlier. You can go to work. Can walk to work. You just work a small distance each day. Brisk walks around my office. Find steep steps. Join a gym, and all those things can be motivational as well. Okay, so there you're more than welcome to go back in this video as well. There was the extract, and there I am highlighting around 17 to 18 points actually. But my answer now, there's my 15 ideas. So you can see I've only written down what I need. And just as a note at the bottom, this is taken from the exam themselves. Although lifting of words and phrases from the passage is acceptable, it's important that in such cases candidates show evidence of understanding by clearly focusing on key details. So as you can see there, what it basically means is if you're just copying out massive chunks of text and hoping to get lucky, you won't get the mark for it. You have to show you've picked exactly what you need to make sure you get that mark, because each one is a mark. And as you can see on my notes section, I've got 15 now. There's my 15 out of 15 so far. But we now need to look at the writing. So how do I convert these into a short, concise summary to get my 5 out of 5? Well, there's the text again. This is the second question. You must use continuous writing, must use your own words now. So you can see that where I've actually tried to reduce some of the wording, it's helped me with my own writing itself. And then I have to, where possible, avoid just copying the words I've used already. There are some words, obviously, such as cholesterol, that's the best word to use, because that's the most concise way of saying what I want to say. So please bear that in mind. Don't feel like you can't use a word if that is actually the only word you can use. So for instance, you might have to talk about a shovel. Well, the most concise way to talk about a shovel is to use the word shovel, the noun for it, rather than some implement which is used to dig holes in the ground. That's not as concise. Okay, so this is the mark scheme for it to get my 5 out of 5. 5 marks, well focused on the passage, all points are expressed. Notice all points. If I'm not using all 15, I can't get 5 out of 5. If you look at band 4, for instance, most points, own words where appropriate are used consistently. The summary is mostly focused but may have redundant introduction or conclusion. Don't need an introduction, don't need a conclusion. I simply want to know, as the examiner, what are the 15 things in full sentences basically. And it will look like this. The article explains exercise benefits your circulation, which strengthens your heart and reduces the chance of stroke. So notice I put a couple of ideas together in that one sentence. Exercise also improves muscular definition as well as improving the density of your bones. 2 ideas, 1 sentence. By reducing fat, exercise also helps to lower cholesterol, which all helps to create a healthy mind and minimize stress, as exercise helps you to escape work and handle the pressure of everyday life. 4 ideas there, 1 sentence, really concise. To fit exercise into your day, the article advises, now moves on to the second part, the article advises the reader to wake slightly earlier or to alter their commute to work. Again, 2 points, 1 sentence. So that they walk part of the journey to ensure that the reader walks at least part of the day. Again, 2 ideas, part of that sentence again. Walking can also be achieved by taking the stairs at work or by walking in a purposeful way rather than the brisk way around the office regularly. Finally, acquiring a gym membership will ensure that exercise takes place. There's my 15 points. I've grouped the similar ideas together into single sentences. If you're doing 15 individual sentences, you will not get 5 out of 5. You're very unlikely to get 4. You're probably not with a 3 or a 2. Okay, so thank you very much for your time. You can see here there's a link to look at the past papers. But please remember, this is how the new summary will look for your extended paper. Keep revising. Good luck.